I feel like that's great because I mean, you're still repping your city. It's like on there. Everybody knows who you are, and you're all matching. Like the
Yeah,
most important things that I feel like that the teams are matching and that you can tell who's who.
yeah, the jersey, yeah, because we have multiple singlets. Like yeah, I know Drew doesn't have a singlet quite yet. I think Matt only has smalls, but he can we can borrow medium from somebody from one of our buddies that has one. So yeah, I think we'll be matching. I think we'll be separated, well identified if that's a concern for people watching the race.
I think we gotta realize that it won't probably exactly be perfect, but as important thing, we just give him a show. I think that's what the crowd. I think he's worried about it being I don't think people are gonna be that picky as they just see a bunch of people being very competitive in a beer mile. I think it's just gonna be spectacle whether we have matching uniforms or not. I think it's just going to be a great show no matter what. So I don't think it has to be perfect to a T. But I mean, I do kind of like in terms of the teams, even though it could be easier just to split up the region so we don't have to worry about getting that third member because we're still trying to find a third member for Team New England. So it just makes sort of sense if it's possible to change it, have all the New England and New York, New Jersey's combined, have the Midwest, like Detroit and Chicago, even though that team's pretty stacked, but still, I mean,
Detroit and Chicago would just slaughter everyone. That'd be crazy.
Everybody, yeah.
Detroit already has the
four of the top. You have four of the top 5 or 6 just from that.
Yeah.
That's.
But with that, with splitting up into teams, regions, or cities, or New England, then that kind of makes it a little bit more fair game. Because just alone, with Max and I, and all we need is just one more decent runner, and we could have a shot if we all have good days. A lot of teams can be one off, one runner off from actually being competitive. So I think in terms of splitting it up, it does make it a little bit more competitive versus USA and Canada. I don't know how many Canadian runners are going, but I feel like USA, with all the runners we're here that are going, I feel like we're going to have way more depth.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be tricky for Canada to win. So why not just split it up and then just whoever Canadian, like I said, what Nick has been doing, assign a Canadian that's closest to what region, and then there you go.
Yeah, I know that confirmed is Bellamore, Maxime, and Markle of the Canadians. Madjoy is out, unfortunately. But I think I think there's only going to be 3, and Marco I think is even questionable too. I think he'll be here regardless, but actually competing, I think he said that I think he was dealing with arthritis or something. So I mean he's in his 50s now, so and he's very fast for his age, which is great. I just think as long as he's healthy at the start line, then we're good to go.